pissing me off. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so thoroughly aggravated right now. I just got off of work, and that last client that I had to deal with, I swear on my soul, I don't understand why people make shit so much more difficult. And I don't understand how people get the roles that they get. How are you a principal? A principal and this fucking slow? Calm down, calm down. All right. So, I'm gonna try to start this little thing. I have literally called this, what I'm doing right now, 5 different things. I've called it roll up with me. I've called bitch hey. I've called it say that ish again. I've done all of that. But we just simply gonna call this little thing, we gonna call let's talk about it. Okay? And let's talk about it again. I'm gonna run through weekly. It's a Friday, so every Friday I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna run through, the stuff that's kind of been going on or whatever. If something, happens on a weekend, I'll pop in and say that. So we got a lot to cover. Not too much, but a little bit. A little bit stuff to cover here. So let's start off with talking about Kelly Rowland. All right, so my bitch Kelly Rowland, her beautiful chocolate goddess, her ass is pregnant. And the crazy part is, every time somebody announces their pregnancy, I always miss it in the sense of I see the photo, but I never pay attention to like the caption or their stomach. Like when Beyonce was pregnant or whatever, yeah, I seen that she was pregnant, but I didn't read her caption well enough to see that she was pregnant with twins. So when people was like, oh, she's pregnant with twins, I'm like, where the fuck y'all read that at? And then I go on, so when I seen Kelly, the first thing that popped up on my Instagram when I pulled it up was Kelly. And it was like, oh, surprise. And I'm like, okay, girl, you want a friend of woman's health? Congratulations to you. But then I go on Twitter and it's trending and she's like, oh, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. I'm like, bitch, where it say that? And then I scrolled down a little bit. I'm like, oh, bitch, she is pregnant. I did not know. Congratulations to Kelly Rowland. Now, congratulations, right? Congratulations. Okay. I want to go on a tangent real fast about Kelly Rowland. Okay. I've said this in my videos before in the past. I've actually made videos specifically about Kelly, and every time I didn't upload it because I felt like I was being like really, really, really mean. Y'all know how I'm like low-key like over dramatic and stuff, like when I be talking. So I feel like I came off over dramatic. So this is my thing about Kelly. I love Kelly. I really, really, really do. I do not believe that music is Kelly's passion anymore. I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel like it. Do y'all know how many false starts we have had with Kelly in a quote unquote new era as far as music is concerned for nothing to happen? And that is the most frustrating part about it, is the fact that she has so much potential. I mean, she's Kelly fucking Rowland. Like, come on. She has so much potential. She can really do the damn thing. But it's just like these false starts are so frustrating. Okay, let's go back. Last year she had Go Kelly Go, Go Kelly Go, however that song fucking went, but I liked it. It banged. She dropped that song and then did nothing with it. No video, no choreo, no follow-up damn single, no EP, nothing. Okay. Then we move on and we have which one came out first? Don't you worry, they know I got you, baby, got you, baby. Thought you knew that I whatever, that little EP. Okay, then she put out that little EP, which was like maybe 3 or 4 songs, and I love that song, Don't You Worry, which I'm actually gonna cover that song next week. So shout out and wait out to that. It's gonna be the first time I'm in the studio. But anyway, that EP came out or whatever. Nothing, no videos, no nothing. Then we got Coffee that comes out. She actually does a video for Coffee. The video comes out. Like, where the fuck is the promotion, Kelly? Where is the push? And I just feel like, I honestly feel like I really think Kelly needs a better fucking team, because it makes no sense that she keeps giving, like, she's not Sierra. Like, that's the thing. She's not Sierra. And at least Sierra, when she comes out, although we might not fully fuck with her music, she at least drops singles and visuals and gives us a body of work afterwards. I don't understand to the life of me, why is it that Kelly cannot just stick with a fucking rollout plan? It's so frustrating to me because I love her so much, and I again, she has so much potential. Her tone, her runs, her voice, her everything, and it's just so frustrating to me that she cannot just stick with a fucking rollout plan. It's like, It's beyond me. Like I said, the EP that she did, it was like 4 songs. It was cute. Don't You Worry is a whole 90s fucking bop slash vibe. Where was the promotion? Okay, you put out Coffee and you put out the video, but what else, Kelly? What else? Kelly, like somebody said, since the last album, Kelly has had 2 fucking kids now, been on 5 different fucking TV fucking shows. Where is the album, sis? You deserve, and you would be successful. You're Kelly Rowland. That's the thing. I want her to sit in that. I seen the little sessions where she did, like when she was making the EP about her, the little clip came out of her saying, I know the elephant in the room is about me feeling second best, da da da. But Kelly, you have to understand this. You are Kelly the fuck Rowland. Okay? Yes, Beyonce is Beyonce, but you are Kelly. You are that bitch. Outside of Destiny's Child, bitch, that whole EDM wave, you was all over that EDM wave. Granted, it wasn't for me, but for the people who went up for EDM, you was all over that wave. What's going on, Kelly? I'm done going off. It's just so frustrating. I've been wanting to say that for a long time. It's just so frustrating. Okay. Let's get into some Real Housewives news, okay? What are we going to start off with? Let's start off with Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I really don't give a fuck about too much about this story. There's a story that came out pretty much saying that at Cynthia Bailey's, I'm going to bring that up too in a second about Cynthia, because Cynthia, you're dumb. But Cynthia Bailey had she's getting married to Mike Hill, and she, had a bachelorette party. And the story came out pretty much saying that, there was some girl-on-girl action going on in the middle of the party, and then eventually, I think it was like 3 girls, no, either 2 or 3 of the girls, they didn't say who yet, took the male stripper in a room, and it's alleged that whoever was in there was getting their back blown out or whatever. Then it says that the next morning, like when they tried to have brunch or whatever and talk about it, that whoever the girl was, or whoever the girls was saying, it is what it is, like, what happens here stays here, and everybody's like, no. This is what we're not going to do, Real Housewives. We are not going to pull a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basically saying, we're not going to spend the whole season worrying about who fucked who. We don't have time for that. I don't know if Portia is still with Dennis. I don't keep up enough for like that. But we're not going to make a big deal about girls kissing girls because I'm so fucking tired of it. If 3 girls was in a living room, everybody is consented adults. If 3 of them hoes got drunk and wanted to kiss on each other, and I heard it was a little bit oral, that's their fucking business. That's their business. My question is, clearly, the rest of y'all sat up there and stayed and watched, so you wasn't that damn offended. And secondly, if somebody did go into the room and get their back broken by a stripper, that's their business. I don't understand why we keep making a big deal about grown people doing grown-ass shit. Like Denise. If Denise went ahead and she fucked Brandy, oh wow, she's a grown-ass woman. She can fuck whoever she want to fuck. Why does it matter? I'm tired of using the fact that somebody has sex with somebody as a storyline on these shows is very annoying, and it comes off childish at the end of the day. First of all, y'all all already act childish because y'all all 40, 50 something arguing with each other over nothing, but it makes all of y'all look even more childish and juvenile in high school to be, she kissed a girl, she kissed a girl, she fucked somebody. All of y'all's grown-ass women with kids. Some of y'all grandkids, okay? Almost grandkids. And y'all are sitting up here kiki having a whole, I really hope that this is not a storyline of contention, because who gives a fuck? Everybody is grown. So what if a girl kissed a girl, if 3 girls kissed each other, if somebody went and got their back blown by a stripper? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? The only people that need to be caring is whoever those people's significant others are. And it ain't none of y'all hoes. So who cares? Next. That's why I said don't give a fuck. Oh, about Cynthia Bailey. So I just seen on Jasmine Brand that Cynthia Bailey said that she is going to continue, I think like her running is like next week or whatever, and she's gonna have over 250 people there. Now she said, oh, we're gonna do temperature checks and all of this other stuff. You didn't hear of asymptomatic, Cynthia? So I'm praying over your wedding, and I hope everything goes good, but I'm telling you right now, if a couple people walk out of there and they all get sick, or if it's a whole little super spreader event, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. It's irresponsible. It's fuck. I know so many people that were supposed to get married this year, and they did the smart thing and the caring thing and pushed their shit back. Okay? I'm not saying everybody is that forgiving, but most vendors are a little bit in a more forgiving time right now, because in a lot of states you can't even have that many people in the same. That's what somebody said. It makes no sense in the comments. So we can't have more than 25 people in a restaurant together, but you want to get over 250 people together? Come on, Cynthia. And that's the thing, that you and Mike have money. It's not like you're a regular average Joe who has spent all your money and at this point you're fucked. That it's on some selfish shit at the end of the day. You could easily wait until next year when shit's a little bit better to have this wedding. But no, you're thirsty as fuck. That's why it literally confirms to everybody say about you. You're thirsty as fuck across the board. There's no fucking reason. 250 fucking people. I wouldn't be fucking going. Wouldn't be me. Alrighty, now we got the Real Housewives of New York. Now, I do not review the show, but I do watch the show. The reason I don't review the show is because I don't, first of all, Real Housewives of New York is literally, it's just a key for me. It is just a grand time to watch drunk ass, rich ass white hoes do the absolute most. Now, sometimes it's a little frustrating. Ramona in particular is very frustrating. But in general, I just like to see white hoes that are always drunk and going back and forth. It's a key to me. It's hilarious. But we have two people joining, two black people joining. Right, we got Ebony Williams. Is that her name? Ebony Williams, okay? If y'all don't know, Ebony is a black woman. You know, she's super, super, super smart. She's like a commentator on a lot of different things. The most I'm familiar with her, even though I've seen her on other things, like she did the last season of State of the Culture, which was her, Joe Budden, Remy Ma, and Jinx or whatever Jinx is from a whole bunch of different things. But Ebony, I like Ebony. I like her a lot. It was a weird pick for me. I did find that to be very odd. Very, very, very odd pick. But you want to know what? I like it. I like it. I feel like Ebony can handle herself. Ebony is very intelligent. I really feel like if anybody's going to bump heads with her, it's going to be Ramona. Because Ramona thinks she's that bitch. Ramona really thinks that she's that bitch. And everybody else on that show, like, I like Leah. You know, Leah was just brought in this season. I fuck with Leah hard because I like Leah's, like, down-to-earth vibes. She don't really get all high and mighty like the rest of the hoes do. But I really feel like Ramona and Ebony are gonna bump heads because Ramona thinks she's that bitch and Ebony's like, girl, no, absolutely the fuck, absolutely not. And then we have what is her name? Bershawn Shaw. So I have to look this woman up because I don't know who she is. But apparently there's another black woman too. She is a motivational speaker, and I guess that's all I really know about her. That's all I really got about her. I guess she's been on she was on another show on OWN or whatever, I guess, as well. But yeah, she'll be on here too. Now you got some people feeling like, okay, now I did read on some website that, you know, part of this has to do with the fact that the Real Housewives have been called out to have more diversity. And I do feel like in this situation, this is where I feel like, and not everybody, I feel like some people, they don't really know what they want, because on one hand, you got people saying, oh, why is there no black people here? Why is there no black people here and no black people there? But then when they do give you the black people, it's, oh, they're the token black person. They're the token black person. Well, it's kind of like, which one do you want? Do you want the diversity or do you not? Now, some people are saying that they don't think that there should be black women on the Real Housewives of New York. I do. I personally do, because what they show of the Real Housewives of New York, that's not a representative of New York. That's representative of the top 0.01% of New York. I don't recognize half of the shit that they do, to be quite honest. I don't go to the Hamptons. I know what the Hamptons are, but being from New York, but me and my people, we don't fucking go to the Hamptons all the time. What kind of shit is that? That's that top 1% shit. But with that being said, there is rich black people in the city of New York. There are actually a lot of well-off black people in New York. And I do think that adding in two black women in particular, I like that, because it gives the Real Housewives of New York viewers, which is mostly rich-ass white women or middle-class white women, it gives them a different perspective. Shout out to Erica De Niro, and this is not me going in on her or hating on her, because I absolutely love her. But she said, as well as some people in her comments said that, oh, maybe they should do a Real Housewives of Harlem. I don't like that, because to me personally, that's making it seem like you can't. It's making it seem like we own, in New York, only the black people live in Harlem, which in all reality, the last 10 to 15 years, do you know how many black people do not live in Harlem anymore? Harlem, I feel like people who don't, and again, this is not against Erica, this is me saying in general, I feel like a lot of people who don't live in certain areas, they still have a put it like this. Everybody knows that gentrification is going on everywhere. But I feel like if you don't necessarily live, or if you're not from a certain area, you really wouldn't know. So a lot of times when people like reference like Brooklyn and stuff now, to me, most people are referencing 90s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s Brooklyn, not today's Brooklyn, because today's Brooklyn is nothing like how it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Same thing with Harlem. Harlem is nowhere near how it was 15, 20 years ago. They want to call, do you know that the white people up there, they don't even want to call it Harlem anymore. They want to call it like, so not Soho, but it's like so something. I don't even fucking know. They don't even want to call it Harlem anymore. So I do not think that they should have a cast where it's called the Real Housewives of Harlem and it's just black people. To me, that's more racist. Like, personally, that's more racist, because to me, that's trying to say that the black people who do live in Manhattan, they only live in Harlem, and that's not true. So again, I understand what everybody's saying, but I do like this edition. I do think as far as the Black Housewives, they should stop here. Like, y'all added Garcelle onto Beverly Hills. I'm cool with that. Y'all added these two on here. Y'all could stop now, because now almost every franchise has a little bit of black in there, except the Real Housewives of Orange County, which y'all can keep them hoes white. Keep them hoes white. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see how this all plans out. Like I said, I like Leah. Like Leah is not even, I feel like Leah, before this show, people probably would have looked at her and been like, how the fuck does she fit in? She's given a different taste. She's given a different spin. I fuck with Leah hard. I love her so much. She's so good on that damn show. Okay. Alrighty. I don't really want to talk about this too long either, because I don't really give two flying FUCKs. But I just want to point out, I just want to talk about real fast. I don't even know what I'm going to say. The whole situation, I want to talk about the comparison with Ari Fletcher and, how you say her name? Tanya? I don't know what that little girl name is. But Ari, aka the Real Cow Sister on Instagram, aka G Herbo's baby mama, aka Moneybag Yo's girlfriend. And then we have Tanya, who is Emily's daughter from Love and Hip Hop, and she now goes out with G Herbo. You know, ever since the whole situation with Ari, okay, so if y'all don't know, okay, G Herbo is a rapper, okay? If y'all don't know any of his songs, Chirac is probably the song that most people will probably know by him. Him and Nicki, that's him, okay? And he's from Chicago, Lil Bibby, Drill, all of that good stuff. Okay. Alrighty, so here's the thing. I started following Ari way before, like, she got like super popular. Like, when I was following her, she was still like maybe in a couple 100,000. She was definitely ahead, but she wasn't like where she is now, and she wasn't really known as much as she was, you know, previous to this. Hold on, y'all, because somebody's calling me. Okay. But anyway, so that's that. So I started following her before any of that. Now here's the thing, G Herbo back in the day, like 2013, 14, that used to be my nigga. Like, I really used to go up for all his music. So I had started following him on Instagram. Then I had seen him do an interview on a Breakfast Club, and they was talking to him about like him getting a girl, and he said that he already had a girlfriend, pretty much. So he had a girlfriend, a girl that he rocked with that was hood as fuck, So eventually I went on his page and I ended up finding his girlfriend. Now originally I didn't like Ari, but I'm gonna tell you why. That's because I was simply hating. Because I like G Herbo and I just didn't want to give her tens. But I said, fuck it, I'm gonna follow her because that's his boo, whatever the case may be, right? Cool. Then Ari gets pregnant. G Herbo goes to jail during that time period. G Herbo gets out. Ari and him start to, you know, she has the baby. Stuff starts to be a little bit funny style. They break up. Now, where we are at now. Now, if y'all don't know, the reason for the most part, now this has nothing, okay, this is kind of where it starts. Ari has a problem with Tanya because allegedly, while her and G Herbo was still together, Tanya was in his inbox and them two was fucking around. That's kind of what was said. And it was also said that the reason why G Herbo no longer wanted to be with Ari is because she was dealing with like a lot of postpartum after she had the baby, and he really didn't know how to deal with that or handle that. He got real annoyed by her, so he kind of left her. Okay, all of that to say, so y'all see how I just ran all of that down, and it was just a whole bunch of fuck shit at the end of the day, you know. So the way I look at it is like, I really at this point don't understand the back and forth and the comparison. Like, I really don't understand how these two got to the point to where every single move that each one of them do in a relationship is now like talked about. I really don't understand why. Like, it's some messy ass shit. So if y'all, I'm pretty sure if you were on social media, you would know that maybe like a week or so ago, it was Moneybagg Yo's birthday, and Ari got him a Maybach, whatever. That was all over Instagram, Twitter. Everybody was going the fuck up. Okay, now the other day, maybe yesterday, it was G Herbo's birthday, and Tanya got him a Jeep. Now everybody's online dragging Tanya left and right, and oh, well, you girl, you can't do this. This is how I feel about it at the end of the day. This is all stupid. These is rappers, baby mamas / girlfriends. Granted, Ari has her own brand with her hair and stuff like that, and I don't know what the fuck Tanya does other than model for Fashion Nova. But other than that, I don't understand why this thing is such a big motherfucking deal. I really the fuck don't. I'm actually tired of like hearing about it. I skip over everything I hear about it, and it's actually extremely frustrating. Nobody fucking cares. As long as they're co-parenting correctly, nobody cares. So what if Tanya took him from her? Oh well, guess what? She didn't need to be with him. You want to know why it don't matter? Because that little video came out about with Herbo sitting in the back of the police car, and he set out his mouth. This is after him and Ari had got into like a physical altercation. He set out his mouth to the police officer. I don't understand why she's tripping for. I just broke her off the other day saying I just fucked her the other day, but she's mad at the fact that I love my girl. I love Tanya. You see how all of that's contradictory as hell? So at the end of the day, Herbo ain't shit for her at the end of the day when it comes down to it, because you done left your baby mama because she was going through some post-traumatic stress disorder, postpartum, and then you got with the new little girl and you're pretty much cheating on her with your baby mama, but telling your baby mama that she bitter. None of it fucking makes sense. Everybody needs to just mind their own business, take care of their damn kids, and leave us all the fuck out of it. Nobody fucking cares. All of y'all, Tanya, you're a child for real in this whole situation. You definitely need to mind. You definitely need to just sit in the corner and eat your pizza like you've been doing. Cool. Ari seems like she's been minding her business since she's been with Moneybagg Yo, so I'm cool with that. But in general, I'm just so tired of hearing about it. Like somebody said, this ain't one of the hip hop hoe. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. I'm just tired of talking about them too. Like, I know somebody asked me to talk about it. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about some rapper's baby mama. Like, I like her. I like Ari, but I don't care that much. I don't. Suki fucking Nana. Suki. I don't even really have much to say about Suki Anna. If y'all know, Suki Anna is from Love and Hip Hop Miami, and recently she has an OnlyFans, and on the OnlyFans, she was giving head to her man, but like, it was so disgusting. I didn't watch it, but I heard she threw up on his dick, and I seen like a part of the video, like maybe halfway through it, and he was like, oh, you want me to buy you this? Oh, you want me to buy you this? And she got you know what all over her face and looked like she crying. It was disgusting. Suki, I don't give a fuck how many times you want to sit online and be like, so y'all be doing all of this, y'all be fucking sucking, but y'all don't get no money. I have my own money. I don't need that. So guess what? All of these niggas, they're for my pleasure. They're for my pleasure. I'm not around here doing all of that. And like somebody said, I heard that was her boyfriend or whatever. What kind of nigga would want to like put his girl out in that way? That's trifling. It's nothing cute, and there's nothing that you can say, Sukiana, to make it better. It's not okay, and it makes me mad because I wanted to like her so badly. I thought that after Cardi, she could really be like the next person. Between her personality, I don't really care for her. Even some of her songs are decent. Some of her songs are really decent. It's just like, girl, you don't gotta slut yourself out. You don't. You got kids, girl. I don't give a fuck. I'm aggravated. I was going to talk about the 25th Amendment. I'll just say it real fast. Nancy Pelosi, my bitch, is doing everything in her power to get this nigga the fuck up out of here. She is making a committee, okay, about the 25th Amendment, which is pretty much saying, whether or not the president is like in a mental or physical capability to do his job. He is not. And I hope y'all come back and get that nigga the fuck. She said, we're not waiting to the election. We're going to do it now. I feel you, sis. I feel you. Finally, we're going to talk about the Meg thing. I literally just snapped the fuck out a second, like, when I heard about what Tori just posted. Alright, so all you little fuck boys who don't get pussy or whatever, and clearly can't hold on a relationship, or in between all of these things, or you are an abusive ass man yourself, or you would abuse a woman yourself. And I stand by everything I just said. All of you niggas said before, hey, if he did it, why didn't they charge her? And I sat on a video and I explained why and how that works. Came out yesterday, said that, guess what? The DA is charging him with shooting her. Yeah, he sure is. And they said that he shot toward pretty much at her feet a couple of times, and one hit her, and a couple hit her. And that's what's going on now. So now all of the niggas who were saying before, well, why wasn't he charged? Now there is, well, he just charged. It ain't like he guilty or nothing like that. It's not like he guilty. And then once he becomes guilty, you wanna know what's gonna be? Well, just because he's guilty, y'all try to act like the justice system is always right. Just because you guilty don't mean that you actually did it. That's what's gonna happen. So all you niggas that's on Tories, I hope that he tastes amazing. I hope that he tastes amazing. I hope that when he's in jail, that he's sending you guys money left and right for being on his dick when y'all have absolutely no reason, and you get absolutely nothing for caping for this nigga, other than you looking like an abusive dumbass to the rest of the fucking female followers that you do have. So whatever females that you are friends with on Facebook or here, there, guess what? You done cut off almost 75% of them, because ain't no fucking woman gonna want to put up with no fuck nigga that supports that. Just fucking say, oh no, there's definitely some dumbass females that will. Oh, for sure. But the ones with brains, like me, who have an education, like me, who got common sense, like me, who got self-worth, like me, they're not going to be done with your bullshit. So keep putting it out there. I actually appreciate the men that I do see on my Facebook, you know, who say that they support Tory, because it just makes it clear on who's worth shit and who ain't. It's just kind of the same thing with like racism. Like, I would prefer somebody to come out and just say they racist so I know where to put them and I know where to sit them. But what really pissed me off here is the fact that Tory came out and said, matter of fact, I want to make sure I get this right, because it was one in particular thing that he said in this tweet that really pissed me off. And it didn't even piss me off. It just makes no sense, and it shows how good he is. He said, I don't know, time will something, and the truth will come to light. I have faith in God to show that. Love to all my fans and people that have stayed true to me and know my heart. A charge is not a conviction. This is what kills me right here. If you supported me or Meg through this, I genuinely appreciate you. That one sentence makes absolutely no motherfucking sense. So you're trying to say thank you to everybody who supported you and Meg, but you just put out an album shitting on every single person that supported Meg. You said fuck JoJo. You said fuck J.R. Smith. You said fuck everybody who supported her. But now it's thank you for anybody who genuinely supported me or her. And on top of that, if Meg really is lying, why the fuck would you say thank you for supporting her if she lied on you? You are contradicting yourself left and right, Tory. Your skin is showing. It's all showing. It's all crumbling down. That's what's happening. It's all crumbling down. That sentence right there is telling enough that if you supported me or Meg. Now, if you would just said if you supported me, whatever, it's just another stupid statement. But it's telling that you said me or Meg, when you just made a whole fucking album and was on Twitter going off about people who was on her side. Make that, so this is the one time I will tell y'all, get in my comments. I want y'all to get in my comments and tell me how that one line, I'm not talking about the situation, I'm talking about that one line. Why would he say thank you to anybody who supported her as well, when you just made an album saying fuck everybody who supported her? And also, why would you want anybody to support somebody who's lying on you? I want y'all to make that make fucking sense, because it doesn't. Guess what, nigga? Your hand is starting to show. And I didn't say it before, but I'm going to tell you what I think at the end of the day happened. I think at the end of the day, that nigga in his head, he did not mean to shoot her, but he did. I think that's what it is. He's playing semantics. I think that nigga in his head did not mean to shoot her, but that's what happened. And now he can't sit on that, because you have to listen to what he's saying. He keeps trying to say, oh, I didn't do it intentionally. This, that, and the third. Da, 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 da. You did that shit. You did that shit. Period. And the point of the matter is, I don't give a fuck. If it did come out that he didn't do it, I'm still going to look at you sideways. because nothing fucking makes sense. So it's a simple question, like everybody said. If you didn't do it, who did, Tori? If you didn't do it, why wouldn't you just come out and say it wasn't me? It was my bodyguard. It wasn't me. It was her best friend. So you would rather throw your whole career under the bus for somebody else that you don't really even fuck with or know? It doesn't make sense. That line, whether you supported me or Meg, when your whole album was saying fuck everybody who was on Meg's side, get this Leprechaun the fuck out of my face. I'm so done. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think about everything I said. I'm done, y'all. Little stupid ass Leprechaun.